Hi guys, Extreme Step here. In this video I would like to show you how you can prepare, deploy and interact with ERC20 token on the blockchain. A lot of ICOs are using these standards for initializing their ICO. So I prepared a script with different commands that I will need in order to save some time for typing, so this video should be short. If you need, you can pause the video to check the details. Now let's start by going to our tokens directory, and we will create a new project. Let's call it T. Why T? Because it's first of all 3 letters. I usually don't tend to name test 1 or something like this, because I need to make difference between all of these projects, so this T token will be unique for my directory structure, so it will help me find it better in all the tools that we need. We create this directory and go inside and run Truffle in it. I have already Truffle installed. If you need information about this, you can check my previous videos on this. I will also install a npm package, Zeppelin Solidity, which is a suite of different smart contract interfaces and code, which will help us build standard smart contracts, and their code are tested, audited, and it can help us in our development. Okay, now we need to create our smart contract itself. So we will go to contracts and no, we have to open. I tested it before when I prepared the script. I created another coin, so we need to open folder and go to this newly created token. Let me close the folder. Okay. So what we have here is standard structure of a project. So let's go right into this file and folder and create our T token. Solidity. Let's call it like this. Okay, and we need to paste this in. This is I reviewed also this code a little bit before. You can find all this import from, you can find them here in this node modules, Zeppelin Solidity, contracts, token, ERC20 and standard token, and you can see that they're on their own importing other files, but basically these are the functions which we need for our ERC20 standard token. Later I will review the standard itself in a future video, but for now I don't want to take too much attention to this. We need now to rename our smart contract T token. Why T? Because let's imagine this is a T company wanted to which wants to start their own ICO. T token. So we give it a name, symbol, and how many decimals. Name symbol is T, and 80 decimals, which is a standard. We multiply it by 10 because most wallets recognize this standard. This means that 1000 token and adding 18 decimals. 10 at the power of 18 will be 18 zeros after this as a total supply. Okay, so because it's importing standard token and ownable, it will also inherit the method, the functions which are shown there. Okay, our smart contract is ready. Yes, using this Open Solidity is Open Zeppelin library. It's very easy. We need to create a migration. Let's go to migration and create a new file. Name it T token, and we need to paste this code inside. What we need here, we need to adjust the name of our token, our contract. Here, here, and here. Okay, the deployment script is ready. Now we need to create Truffle JS config file. I go and paste it here. We have two networks, one for development and second is for Rinkeby. I will deploy it directly on Rinkeby because first of all I deployed another contract before, so it's working. I don't need to test it because it's very standard, it's very easy. Localhost port, network ID for Rinkeby is 4. The address, this is the address from which address the contract will be deployed. This is my address on Rinkeby. To check this, we first of all need, but first of all let's compile. Yes, let's compile the contract itself. We will see that here it should appear a build directory. Why so slow? Okay, it is done. Next command will be, we will start a get instance with these arguments. I will explain in a minute what this means. Basically, we select Rinkeby network. You can check, I described all these commands and arguments before, but this time we have unlock. This will unlock this address, which is my address on Rinkeby. Why we need to unlock? Because Truffle needs to have access to this address in order to deploy the contract from this address. And as you can see, the gas will be spent. That's why security is important. That is why we will run get with this command. It should ask me now to put the passphrase here. As you can see, I will put passphrase, and we can see that the it should be written somewhere, but okay, unlocked account. So my account is unlocked, and now I can migrate. Also with Truffle, again, I can migrate to this network. Run this command, which will basically says that Truffle migrate, choose the network Rinkeby, and migration started. It should take some time in order to migrate, because first of all it's building all the files, and second of all the blocks should be mined. So yeah, we need to wait a little bit. Usually it takes up to 30 seconds or something like this. After this, we will need to exit, to stop get instance, and start it again, but this time we will start it without this unlock parameter, because we already deployed our smart contract and we don't need to keep it unlocked. So we will stop it and start again, and we will start again because we need to interact with our smart contract, and you will see in a while how we do this. Okay, let me adjust a little bit. It's almost done. As you can see, now it's deploying our T token. We already can see here in the Geth console that we have some transactions here already. Contract, I guess this is the address of a contract, but let's see. Token. Yes, this is the newly created address of our token. We will need this. By the way, we can already check this on the actual blockchain, because I choose to run this not on some development networks but directly on public network, even though it's a test, but I don't want to spend some ether and to deploy it on mainnet. Leave it on for moments to load. If we will search for this newly created, you can see that contract overview, contract creator, which is 087, which is, by the way, it is this address. It was deployed, and this is address. This is address of a contract. We will need this soon. As you can see, the contract was deployed. Everything is fine. Saving artifacts. Now, like I said, we will exit this to lock the account back, and we will start again the Geth instance, but this time without unlock parameter. Okay. Yeah. Okay, synchronization starts. Okay, now next step would be to start Mist. I reviewed again Mist in the previous videos. We will need Mist in order to interact with our smart contract. There are different tools for this, but for development I prefer Mist. I will start this in the new console window. Basically what we do here, we connect Mist to this endpoint, which is not mainnet but Ethereum, Rinkeby and get IPC. Let's start this. Now, in order to interact with our contract, we have to add our contract to the Mist browser. Coming back to the Truffle console, we will start actually the Truffle console. We are now inside in our code tokens T. So we will start console, but we'll choose the network Rinkeby. So this will connect Truffle to Rinkeby. Okay, on the other hand, Mist is starting. Okay, Truffle is connected. Now the next thing what we will do is we will get the address of our newly created token. In this case it's not extreme setup, but it should not, maybe it will. Sorry guys. Okay, yes, this is not present because it's not extreme setup token, but it's T token. This is the name of our contract, and we will get the address. So you can see that this is this address, which by the way is also here, 080. We will need this later. Also we need application binary interface of our contract, which we will get using this command. Of course it's not to find because it's just from the old smart contract. Now we will look for T token, application binary interface. We need these two arguments to import in Mist. How we do this in Mist? As you can see, I am connected with a main account, and we go to the section of contracts and we watch for contract. When we watch for contract, we need to copy the contract that we just deployed, the contract address, and name it however we want. Let's say T contract, and copy here the application binary interface, which will help Mist to understand all the functionalities of our smart contract. We press OK. Contract was added. We can see here this is our contract. Now if we go here, we can see that we have a total supply of 1 million. Because decimals are 18, we have 1 million and 18 zeros. How we can interact with this contract? How we could send some newly created ERC20 token to another address? For testing purposes, I will use MetaMask, where I have another account. And it's connected to the Rinkeby testnet. So basically it's connected to the same network as we deployed our smart contract. Now we can imagine this is another account of our customer, or let's say it's our co-founder. Yeah, let's say we are two founders of this company, and I want to send half of this token to my co-founder. I need to add the smart contract address, copy. So now we do this as a co-founder. So add token, we paste here token contract address, and we see here that it found the T symbol and the decimals automatically, which is kind of cool. Add, and we will see here this newly created token, but because we don't have any tokens, it's 0. Now let's send the tokens to our co-founder. We can pick a function. We can pick any of ERC20 token functions, but let's choose the transfer, a simple one. For this we just need to copy the address of the receiver, in this case our co-founder. One moment. Copy address, go to Mist, paste it here, and the amount. So our co-founder should receive half of the token, so it's 500,000. Let me check. Yeah. Because this Mist, it's not really user friendly, we have to add 18 zeros. In the MetaMask it will be displayed correctly, but here it's still in development. But this is also good because we need to know exactly what we are doing. So I will add now 18 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so the address is 6cc, the address from MetaMask. Execute. This is 500,000 tokens. Enter the password, which is the same password with which I unlocked the account in order to deploy smart contract. Sending the transaction, and yeah, transaction sent. Let's check the balance of the owner. I'll copy it from here. This is the owner of a contract and of course owner of the tokens. If I check the balance, it's still there, but let's see the... Okay, it's still pending, but we can see on the blockchain that we have already a new transaction. It should be verified, and after this it should appear here in MetaMask. Okay, so as you can see, we have already, this means that the block was confirmed, and we have now 500,000 T token. The cool thing is that this wallet is displaying correctly, or let's say not correctly, but more human, more user friendly. So yes, you can interact with different functions here, play around. I leave this to you, but that's it from my side, and happy coding. In the next video I will show how we can create our own web interface, a web wallet, and yes, do the next steps for the ICO. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.